Soft inhalation, soft exhalation. Connect with your breath and become sensitive to each breath that flows in through the nasal passage and each breath that flows out. Become sensitive to the kind of movement that the breath makes as it proceeds itself. Draw forth 3 omkars from the pit of the abdomen. Take a deep inhalation. Yogena chittasya padena vacham balam sharirasya javaitikena yopakarutam pravaram munina patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi avahu purushakaram shankhachakrasidharinam Sahasrashirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Hari Om. So the progressive relaxation technique is quite like yoga nidra, but slightly different. In the sense, here throughout, whenever we go about our daily work and in processing everything that we go through, sometimes we tense our muscles because of stress, because of anxiety, because we anticipate trouble or we anticipate resistance. So consciously we may be aware, or unconsciously we tighten a lot of our muscles in the body, which later we register as pain in the body. Okay, it's not necessarily that it's weakness. Sometimes those kind of muscles keep imbibing that stress. They reflect that resistance when we move about in the world around our surroundings, and they're continuously tightening of those muscles. Then you feel that kind of ache and pain at the end of the day. So progressive relaxation techniques work wonderfully in making you aware first that your muscle is tight. So in and through that process that we do, you will inhale, okay, 4 to 5 seconds, and you will exhale roughly about 15 to 20 seconds. Because each one has a different turnover of breath. Thus, I'm not dictating to you how much you should inhale and how much you should exhale. But principally, your exhalation should be double your inhalation. And it should not that you inhale and you exhale. It should go on. So preferably, we do a Ujjayi breath. Okay, because Ujjayi breath, turns out that when we are doing the Ujjayi breath, it is slightly longer than the nasal breath. For example, let's begin to practice. Take an inhalation and exhale through the nose. And in 5 or 6 seconds, it's over. Isn't it? You must be aware that the nasal breath cannot really be taken very long. It gets over very fast. Now let's do the Ujjayi breath, or let's do the normal breath on an inhalation and the Ujjayi breath on the exhalation. So take a normal breath through the nose. And in 5 or 6 seconds, it's over. Isn't it? You must be aware that the nasal breath cannot really be taken very long. It gets over very fast. Now let's do the Ujjayi breath, or let's do the normal breath on an inhalation and the Ujjayi breath on the exhalation. So take a normal breath through the nose. And now the exhaled breath on the Ujjayi. So you go roughly about 10, 12 to 15 seconds, right? Let's come to a common agreement with that the Ujjayi breath works longer, relaxes you further, and works on the tense muscle a little bit better than the nasal breath. Okay. Now we are going to do the procedure much like our yoga nidra. We are going to concentrate on certain parts of the body. Now these parts of the bodies are the nerve hubs, where then there is the innervation of the nerves into those parts, like the wrist. There's a lot of, so normally if you had a rough day, you'll try to, flex your wrist. It kind of hurts. Or these parts, where you're going to work, the shoulder. So each of these parts where we are going through actually absorb stress. So when we are going to work onto those parts, you will tense them and then you will exhale in the way that I've shown you. Okay, now you can take this process either lying down or you can take it sitting. Whatever is most comfortable for you. You need not struggle through the practice by just sitting like that. You can also lie down. So what do you prefer? Let me see whether you want to lie down or whether you want to sit. You want to sit, Kavita? Lie down. You want to sit. Okay, fine. So the progressive relaxation technique can be done either way. You can either lie down or you can sit through the practice. And then after some time, you can lie down anyway, halfway through the practice or three-fourth way through the practice. Now, Nupama, anytime when you are relaxing, see the chin should never be thrown back. It should always be tucked into the chin. The chin should always be tucked into the neck. So you can take a pillow. You can take some support, Kavita, because the idea is not to, idea is to just become aware of your stiff muscles, tense muscles, and just to relax them. And this works wonderfully on anxiety, tension, insomnia, inflammation in the body, non-communicable diseases like blood pressure, insulin resistance. It works in a long way on all these things. Okay, it's a technique that you master today and you work on it periodically. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to give you some nice backdrop music, and the backdrop music is the omkar, a soft omkar with the water falling in the background. So the water zone relaxes. It's the seat of all your emotions. So you connect to water faster. So just for this moment, become comfortable. Either you're seated comfortably or you are lying down absolutely relaxed. Just do a quick scan of your body. If it's cold wherever you are, you can take a blanket on your feet. If you have a pair of socks, you can quickly slip them on onto your toes. And we are not merging into sleep. We are maintaining an awareful, mindful awareness of the rotation of the muscles. Each muscle point that we guide you into should be tensed at least for 4-5 seconds. And the way you tense should not be very hard, but just generally a well tensing, but not like painful, and then released into 15 or 20 seconds. So you tense the muscle. We begin by the toes. Tense it at least about 4-5 seconds. Change the breath to Ujjayi, and you release the toes. take your legs forward, Kavita. पैर फैला दीजिए. That will be better for you. Now, just for starting, we will begin with the right leg. We will tense the toe or the foot of the right leg by extending the toes forward. Tense, 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 and gently release. Exhale, exhale. Allow yourself to exhale much beyond the point of exhalation. Continue your exhalation. Now, just for a moment, compare the left foot and the right foot. The foot that has tensed and relaxed, and the foot that has not been treated by these relaxation response. Just observe the difference between the two. Become sensitive to the part of the body that has not been treated with the relaxation response. Now slowly tense the left toe, the left ankle. Stretch the toe forward. Roll the toes in. Take a deep inhalation. And as you relax the foot, exhale long, exhale deep. The process of exhalation should give you that deep sense of relaxation into that part of the body. Now we are going to move on the right side of the body first. Contract your calf muscle with an inhalation. Tense, 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 and exhale. As you exhale, allow the entire pump of the calf muscle to release itself onto the ground and release any stiffness and hardness. If you need to do these movements on the same muscle a couple of times, you're welcome to do it. Now gently tense the knees. Grip the tension in the knees for about 5 to 6 seconds on an inhalation. And then release. Soft Ujjayi breath. Continuously working on becoming aware of the relaxation response and also comparing the right side of the body to the left side, which is not being treated. Gently tighten the thigh muscle, contract it, inhale, and exhale. Feel that motion of relaxation along the quadricep. Gently tighten your glutes, the buttocks, clench them tight. Tense and hold the tension for a couple of seconds. And then relax and allow them to loosen up. becoming sensitively aware of how it feels now. Take your attention on the right side of the waist, lower lumbar back, and with an inhalation, tense the right side of the lower back, pressurizing it onto the earth. Retain the tension for a couple of seconds. And then exhale. Take a moment to feel the way it feels now. Mid-back, inhalation, tensing the mid-back. And then as you release it, exhaling gently, allowing the exhalation to embalm the mid-back, as though it's like your breath is creating an oilation effect on the mid-back. Upper back, pressurize the upper back, tense it, tense, 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 and slowly release. Feeling the release right from the ears, from the brain, from the tense muscle. Coming on to the shoulder, pressurize the shoulder into the ground, or just lift the shoulder to the ears if you're sitting. And relax. Feel the tension draining away from the shoulder, from the nape of the neck. Once again, gently take the right shoulder to the ear, tighten up the nape and the shoulder, and become sensitive to the released muscle. Become aware of your upper arm. You can gently fold the arm to tense the bicep. Tight. 4 to 5 seconds here. And then release. Gently tense the wrist, pushing it back. And release. We have to work big time on the wrist and the palms and the fingers because they imbibe a lot of stress from the laptop, from the phone. Twist your palms. Press the fingers in. Tense, 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 and release. You're working only on the right side. Only on the right side. And now in the after effect of the relaxation, observe the palm. Compare the right palm to the left palm. Notice the lightness and the heaviness of the body. Once again, contract your palm, pressurize your fist into the center of your palm. Tense, 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 and exhale. And open the palm. Gently come up to your ear. Tense the ear by simply pressurizing an internal squeeze of the facial muscles, the ear. Contract the whole of the face. Clench the jaw to work on the ear. And when you can't hold it any longer, simply release. Pressurize the eye by squeezing the eye and release. Forehead, make a furrow of your brow and clench your jaw, right side. Then sit for vital seconds. And release. Pressurize the back of the head onto the mat. Tense, creating tension at the back of the neck, back of the head. And release. Make a sensitive scan, the entire body on the right side. And scan your body on the left side. Contract the entire body on the right side from the toe to the back of the head, the palm, the thigh, knee, squeeze the glute, the shoulder, the chest, and release. Gently move to the left side of the body, starting from the back of the head. Just become sensitive of the area of the back of the head, the ear, the cheek, the face, the jaw. And pressurizing the left side of the back of the head onto the mat. Pressurizing the back of the neck, tense, 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 and release. Long exhaled breath. Pressurize the left side of your face, the eyes, the jaw. You can wrinkle your face, forehead, cheek. Tense, 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 tense. And on an exhalation, completely relax. Left shoulder into the mat. Pressurize the upper nape. Only the left side. Tense, 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 tense. Exhale. Pressurize the entire area of the nape of the neck onto the mat by pressurizing the back of the head, the nape, the upper shoulders. Tense, 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 and suddenly release. Take the left shoulder into the ear. Lift, lift, lift. Tense, 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 and release. Once again, lift the left shoulder into the ear. Squeeze the left shoulder into the ear. Tense a moment. And exhale and release. Curl the arm. Tense the bicep. Tense the bicep. Pressurize, 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 and release. The left wrist. Tense, 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 and release. The left palm. Pressurize the full palm by curling your fingers into the center of the palm. Tighten the hold of the fist and release. Pressurize the whole palm and hand into the ground. Tighten it and release. Come to your chest. Squeeze the chest muscles in. And release and expand. Breathe free. Once again, squeeze both the muscles of the chest by simply squeezing your arms in. Tense, 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 and relax. Come to the left side of the waist. Tense, 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 and relax. Come to the section of the mid back. Pressurize the mid back onto the floor. Lower back. Pressurizing the lower back, lumbar back. Press it onto the ground. Tense, tense, tense. Tighten the left glute. Tighten it a little bit more. And as you release, allow the flesh to become one with the earth, completely relax. Relaxing the lower back and the glutes is an important section of the progressive relaxation technique. Once again, tense the glute. That is the area where a lot of tension is stored. Tense both the glutes, harden them, tighten them, tense, 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 and slowly release it fiber by fiber. And as you release the muscle, you will see how much tension is stored in your lower back, in the glutes. For a couple of times, you will tighten the glutes, and then you release it gently, releasing each muscle, each nerve as though both the glutes. Left thigh, contract, tense, and back of the knee, grip the floor with it, squeeze the knees in, and release. We're going to work on the knees for a little bit of more time. Contract both the knees by pressurizing them onto the ground, holding them tight, and gently release fiber by fiber. Once more, tighten the knees. Pressurize the back of the knees on the ground. And relax. Experience that release. Calf muscle, left side. Pressurize the calf. Squeeze and tighten, tense. And as you release, allow it to do a little spread. As it's, that muscle is spreading onto the ground. Both the calf muscles. Tense, tense, tense. Ankle. And relax. Toes. Tense the toes. Left side. And relax. Soles of the feet. Roll the toes in. Tense the soles of the feet by rolling the toes in. Work on both the feet by tensing both the feet together. Hold the tension in them because the feet imbibe a lot of stress because of continuous movement. Tighten, tense, 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 tense. Take a quick scan of the body. Tense the entire body, both the left and the right side. Tense the entire body, push it into the ground, and relax. Once again, tense the whole body, pressurize the whole body, and become aware of those few areas that you are tensing more when we define the entire body. Maybe you are just overusing a few, shoulder perhaps, hip perhaps. Become observant. Feel the relaxed state into the entire body. Observe and feel wellness, stillness, and release. If you still feel that few parts of your body are tight and tensed, then please repeat the process of tensing and releasing through breath. Now gently observe the tip of the nasal passage. Breath sensitively moving in, Ujjayi breath. And breath sensitively moving out, Ujjayi exhaled breath. Allow the breath to become slow and subtle and quiet. Even you should not be aware that you're breathing from the nasal passage. Soft Ujjayi breath. No sharpness in the breath. Soft stillness. Now, as you breathe in, observe the breath at the abdomen. As you inhale, the abdomen comes up, allowing the outer periphery of the abdominal wall to rise towards the ceiling. And as you gently exhale deep, allowing the abdomen to recede back towards the navel. From the physical body relaxation, you're moving into relaxing the nerves, the nerve hubs, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale, the abdomen rises. Hold the inhaled breath for a couple of seconds. And as you exhale, gently exhale, allowing the abdomen to recede down towards the back of the mat. Feel the massage at the millions of nerves in the area of the navel, 72,000 nadis. As so you're releasing the stress from each one of them by the process of the inhaled and the exhaled breath. Allotting each breath the work of energizing as you inhale and flushing out as you exhale. Letting go of all sensations in the body and just becoming one with the inhaled and the exhaled breath. Also doing a quick scan if there's any remnants of tightness. Exhaling into those areas. In the last 7 minutes, we are in the silent zone of our practice. Now you're not even observing the breath, but just allowing the body to be still. Making no demands. Concentrating at a point between the brows sensitively. Allow yourself to feel perfect health, perfect relaxation. Every breath that comes in reinstates wellness in your body, and every exhalation purifies you. Become sensitive to the entire periphery of your skin. Feel relaxed and easy and calm sensation. Allow yourself to be refreshed and eased. Become aware of the external sounds. And become aware of your body. Return back to the sensations. Quickly scan the body. If you still feel some pain or stiffness or tension, relax it one last time with the exhaled breath. Gently turn over to the right side. Lie in this position for a few minutes. Breathe through the left nostril. And gently turn to the left. Become sensitive to the breath in the right nostril. Feel the sense of relaxation in Anantasana. And if you wish to stay in this pose for a little while longer, you can do that. Time permits. Enjoy the repose. Do not